and God.
Yeah, God, man, and them kids.
Yeah.
All right, Carol Boss, what are your thoughts?
For women that don't want to invest in a relationship, I just feel like they're just selfish. They don't really care about the man. They only care about themselves. So they're not gonna invest, because why would I put more out on myself to pour into somebody else when I'm thinking about myself? So I feel like women who don't invest in relationships are just selfish. So they don't want a relationship. They just want what they want again. So yeah, I could see that that happens a lot, especially like in beginning of like dating type of relationships when you first start. I feel like a lot of women probably won't put much in because they'll say like, I don't know how long he's gonna be around, or he may be doing this, like maybe over judging the whole situation and not putting no effort in because they want the guy to prove something or show something to them. And it's like, okay, do you like that man? Like, are you gonna just waste his time? Like, what are you doing? So yeah, they just basically selfish. That's all. Nothing major. But yeah, don't date that type of woman. You definitely want your woman to be supporting you in some type of ways emotionally, make you happy when you guys spend time together, like something that you would say like she's trying to do something for me or with me, or like even like making your favorite food. Like if you're like dating somebody and she cooks your favorite dish without you asking and things like that, that would be something like, oh, she's trying to woo me in a way, she's courting me too. So if you're not seeing those things, then she's just basically, entitled, selfish, and just worried about herself, not you.
Okay. It's gonna be a hard one to follow up with. Mr. Lego.
So I got two parts of it.
Just say I agree, Mr. Lego.
or it don't matter what a woman thinks.
Yeah. Say I agree, and then just add to it.
So I got two parts of this. One, women have a short-term way of looking at relationships because they know dudes are just running through them. So they like, to a certain degree, they know don't nobody want them. Sadly, it just is what it is. So y'all feel the need to get something out of it because in about 3-4 months he's out of there. So you're like, all right, he got to pay my bills. He got to do this. He got to do that. Because if you don't get that man to do that, you're going to feel stupid when he dumps you. You ain't get nothing out of it. So a lot of women who have this understanding that this nigga don't want me, you got to get something out of him. So it's two types of women, in my opinion. It's women who try to get something out of you. That means she understands or thinks that this ain't gonna work anyway. He's just gonna, get what he wants and go about his business. Then you got a type of woman who is going to invest in the man, just like the woman said. And that is a woman who has a long-term understanding, but it comes from confidence. So women who want a man to do all this other shit, in my opinion, she's a less confident woman because she's going after short-term benefits. Any woman that has any kind of common sense knows the long-term benefits is way bigger than a bag, an outfit, or a nice dinner, because he gonna pay the majority of your bills for the rest of your life. That's what a husband does. So with all that being said, a lot of these women just be like, he's just gonna sleep with me. I already know what the deal is. He's gonna leave me alone at about 3-4 months. But on the other end, with me, what I like to do, just in particular, I like to vet a woman's level of trauma. So with my way of investing in a woman is to see how I can invest in her emotionally. So we're going to off the bat have some type of trauma conversation. I make a woman feel comfortable enough to tell me what's going on with her family life or whatever, because I want to know. I genuinely want to know what's going on in the background. I don't care about your titties and how pretty you is. I want to know what's going on in the background, because the bottom line is that is going to tell me whether I can or would like to invest in you long term. Because if you nuts or crazy or batshit mess or something, I can't really deal with you. You know what I mean? So that's the two sides I see of it.
I got a question for y'all. So I just thought that it seems like for the topic, women who don't want to invest in a relationship is because men are very simple. We are not. We as ladies are not simple. So if a guy is simple, that means that he's not going to do like a lot of things that we want him to do. And that's one reason probably why we're not even interested to entertain a relationship because of that. Do you guys agree? And maybe it's because that men are simple and women are not?
I don't think women are complicated. I think women complicate their lives, but everybody is simple, in my opinion. Women just make shit complicated because they are anxious.
Give us an example, Lady Dime. What, like?
So, I mean, guys like sex, food, peace, right?
Right.
Okay.
Same thing with women, though. Sex, attention, and
no, it's not.
You don't think so?
Attention. All right.
Lady Di, you're married, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Would you say, probably, would you say your husband is simple? You both are simple?
They are simple with the things that he wants. I'm not saying.
So, are you simple also?
That's Bruiser, Chan.
No.
You're not?
I'm now. I am now, but before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're simple.
Oh, really?
Why don't y'all want to admit that y'all are simple?
No, I was asking because I don't think men are simple. I think I hear people say that, but when you hear men talk and stuff like that, just the dynamic of men and women of how to be relatable. Most people aren't relatable, so that makes it not simple. I know we can talk about it and it's easier said than done, but if you're dealing with a particular type of man or a woman that you're not used to, or that's rare, or that is whatever, not common, dealing with that person cannot always be simple. That means you may have to change your schedule to wake up earlier than you like. You may have to do more of a routine that's opposite of your routine. Certain things change your whole program to deal with somebody because now you're under their particular program as a woman. That doesn't necessarily mean it's simple. You learn to adjust, but I wouldn't just say men are simple. They just want fuck sandwiches and such and such. No, that's
at the grassroots of all of that. Maybe guys saying is the truth. They may have their own little algorithm. They may have their own pattern, but at the grassroots, a man wants you to make sure you give him his sex, make sure you give him his food, and make sure you shut your mouth when he wants your mouth shut. That's just it.
That's simple. Women know it's not like that. It's more to it. Yeah, you're talking about maybe on a conversation level. You talk to a guy and he's very intelligent and you got to keep up and all of this stuff. Cool. That's what men do. I'm talking about like the thing. So women, right? If we're the ones that are mostly filing for divorce, right? The guy isn't really filing because they're okay with, okay, I'm going to settle that. Let's say she has gained some weight. I'm not going to leave her for this.